What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back in with a new video, and today, it is time that we do an updated Senate map, but only on Trafalgar polling. That is right, folks. This video will be only the Senate map based on the Trafalgar's polls. Now, recently, Trafalgar has come under scrutiny for some very unique numbers, but either way, folks, they're still one of the better pollsters out there. They try, at least I think they do. So this is an updated map based on Trafalgar polling. And the states that they have had polls like Vermont, I just didn't include it because it's been so long since that one was conducted. Not really fair to assume that's accurate, but even beforehand, I don't think it was accurate. But now we have updated numbers to reflect the current state of the Senate. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with their friends, hit that little bell, follow that Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. That is right, folks, for just 10 cents a day, you could join Real American Politics, only 10 cents a day. I recommend you join, as that's a phenomenal deal, and it helps support the daily content. We all love the daily content, so hope you join today. Alright, so about the folks, my microphone just fell. That was weird, but either way, let's get into it. So let us start West Coast to East Coast, and let's start in the great state of Washington. Now, they've shown the race gotten closer, but still, it looks like that Tiffany Smiley, the Republican, is currently on pace to lose that Senate race by a couple points. That's what Trafalgar's showing, at least. Around a 2 to 3 point victory for Murray, which is closer than most polling we've seen in Washington, which has already been close enough, but they really haven't seen that much of movement towards Smiley. There's been some, but not enough to really suspect the flip. Though it could get close, Trafalgar appears to be showing that some movement, just not enough to really flip it. So Washington, lean Democrat. Nevada, I don't think they've had recent numbers from Nevada. I could be mistaken, but the last time I checked, Nevada was like in September of this year. It's been quite a bit. Hopefully we get some updated numbers, but even then, Adam Laxalt's winning that poll by a couple points. So it appears that Laxalt will be the next senator of the great state of Nevada. Alright, so Nevada is lean Republican according to Trafalgar. Again, this is not an official prediction. This is purely based off of Trafalgar's polling numbers. No, Arizona, they have it as lean Democrat. They've shown the race gotten tight, especially after the debate, but still they have Mark Kelly up by a point, which it's starting to look like, though, Blake Masters can overtake Mark Kelly in the polling pretty much any day now. It's a matter of when, not if. But even then, they still have it as lean Democrat, though it is just getting closer and closer and closer. So it's just a matter of when it flips. And I think the next time Trafalgar hopefully pulls Arizona, Blake Masters gets over the hump. So Arizona, that's that. Colorado, they pulled it again for I don't know why. But even then, they show that O'Dea, yeah, he's not going to win that race. It could be within 10 points. That's what they're showing as a likely Democrat victory. Closer to like a 6-7 point victory for Bennett. Just what I've been expecting this entire cycle. It was always false hope to win Colorado. Plus, it's like, okay, if O'Dea wins, whoop-de-frickin-do. I know it's better than Bennett by a slight margin, but it's like, at that point, it's not really worth it. So that's that for the state of Colorado. Wisconsin, they haven't done a poll since then, but they still have it as Ron Johnson plus 4 to 5. Johnson's going to win by almost double digits in realistic scenario, but this is based on Trafalgar, and even they have Johnson up by quite a bit. When you account for past polling mistakes in Wisconsin, Johnson's going by a lot, but Trafalgar has their own numbers. We got to stick to them. Ron Johnson by like 4 to 5 points, I think it was. So that's that for Wisconsin. Ohio, they did a poll there recently, and surprisingly, the race got a bit closer. Now, I'm sorry, Trafalgar, but that's not going to happen. It's not going to be within 5 points like they're showing. In fact, they may have it within 4 points if my math adds up. But Ohio being lean Republican in this environment, I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen, but that's what Trafalgar has currently. So Ohio, that's currently lean Republican, according to Trafalgar. Now we have the great state of Georgia. Georgia. They did a poll there basically a couple of weeks ago. I think it was like 2 to 3 weeks ago. Fairly recent. It was during when all the scandals were breaking. And at this point, it appears a runoff's more than likely in Georgia. But even then, they have Warlock up by 2 points or so. It's going to be close, but I think a runoff is more than likely going to happen. Hooray! Another frickin' runoff in Georgia that could potentially determine the Senate. I am getting so sick of this nonsense happening a month after the election. Well, at least it's not 2 months after the election. This is a month after. So there's that. But come on. Not this crap again. But with Georgia, it appears that neither candidate will crack 50%. The Libertarians getting 4% of the vote in this poll. But there is a serious shot that, well, they're overstating the Libertarian support. They tend to do. Most polls do. But Georgia currently, according to Trafalgar, is lean Democrat. One of the biggest changes from the last video. North Carolina, they have Ted Budd winning by a couple points. Not as big as I would thought of, but again, Trafalgar, they're better than most, but they still can have some misses. I think this is one of those states they will have like a 3-4 point miss in favor of Republicans. So Budd's winning this poll by like 3 points. He's probably going to win by like 6, but that's what Trafalgar has currently. Now, again, I don't really think Budd's going to win by that close of a margin, but that's what they have. That's what Trafalgar's indicating, so we got to stick to it. Pennsylvania. Don't mention this Pennsylvania poll. I have some serious problems with it. But even then, they still had Oz down by a couple points. But this was before the debate. And I guarantee you, after the debate, a lot of those people that were leaning towards Fetterman, yeah, no, they're going to vote for Oz, more than likely. I just would hope they update their numbers, hopefully without Daily Wire sponsoring the poll. That poll has Daily Wire written all over it. I mean, you have frickin' the most Republican parts of the state swinging like 50 points Democrat. It's like, why? That's not going to happen. For the governorship, the Senate race, the polling seemed accurate enough based on the crosstabs. But still, I think that Trafalgar, you have some problems in Pennsylvania. Now, New Hampshire, this is one of the main changes from the last video. Last time they didn't have a poll since like last year. Now they did. And well, they have Bolduc down by a couple points. They have him down by 3 points, but this was earlier in the month. And ever since then, we've seen Bolduc has been picking up steam very slowly. He's getting there. And I think with the recent ad spend by Rick Scott in the National Republican Senate Committee, he's probably going to have a serious shot at winning that race. And this, folks, is the current Senate map based on Trafalgar. And as you can see, there's been some changes, like Georgia, a state like New Hampshire, we finally added that. But outside of that, it's kind of just stayed the same. Most states have shifted slightly Republican. And I think a state like Arizona, a state like Pennsylvania, if they pull it again, Republicans will probably be leading in both. I think they're understanding Republican support in North Carolina and Wisconsin, but that's what Trafalgar is showing. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow that Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.